Sonnies, it's hump day. Very, very excited. Good morning, everybody, on this wacky Wednesday.
Does anybody else, when they write the word Wednesday, or they have to spell out, go Wednesday?
I do
is it
too.
just me?
It's a weird spelling, right?
Is it just me? Wednesday.
Maybe we should petition to drop the N. What is the N doing in the Wednesday? Yeah?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Don't do it. Alexa, skip.
Top of the morning, Sonnies. Today's show is bursting like confetti at a block party or at Rainbow Runway. How about that confetti picture from Tucker Jones?
Oh, that was so cool.
That was an epic picture. We got the stories that will shock you, make you laugh, and maybe even sign you up for something that you've never done before. Very excited. But before we get into all of that fun stuff, I got to turn it over to the queen of the sunny snack scene, Mel. What's on the sunny sundial today?
David, I've got a snack attack flashback that's so wild. It'll make you grateful this pudding snack stayed buried in the 90s. Oh.
Yeah, it sounds pretty gross.
It sounds almost as gross as the blue milk from
I know. I don't know what rabbit hole my algorithm is putting me into to this researching things. But yeah, I love a retro disaster. But that's not all. We're also diving into the rise and fall of a so-called local hero turned headline scandal. Plus, a homeschool co-op sketching out about $3.5 million Hogwarts level glow up. This is kind of exciting. And Sonnies, trust me, you'll want a seat for this one.
And we have Renee from Tully St. Augustine, her amazing list that's going to spill all the greatest events that are happening this October. Spooky.
Yeah, it's going to be a good Halloween list. We got notes from Renee. Renee's got family in town today, so we're going to take it from here. But this will be pretty good. At least she sent something over that'll be you can read off. Yeah. But what's the ultimate scoop?
Oh, and of course we got music, horoscopes, and a little mischief.
Oh, so buckle your seatbelts. No, scratch that. Sharpen your stilettos.
Oh,
because we're strutting through this wild Wednesday right into your heart, Sonnies, because we're live at the Black Box at Limelight Theater. It's Sunny TV. And now a great word from our title sponsors who make this show possible. That's the Bailey Group and All American Air.
Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses. With a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
Big love for those title sponsors. Pretty big shout out to the Bailey Group too, working on the ALS Walk coming up November 8th. Hopefully I'll see all you Sonnies out there. I know that we've got some incredible things happening. We're talking with Ripley's Believe It or Not, and we're doing some great things for some ALS patients and families out there. So yeah, please save that date, November 8th. And big shout out to the Bailey Group because it's going to be open enrollment season coming up, Sonnies. And I got to tell you, the Bailey Group has saved me so much money. Their services are definitely, will streamline your life. So definitely check them out at the Bailey Group. They're doing some awesome things for our community, and they have for over 66 years. Amazing.
And I'll tell you, they, like, Alicia, Mark, they are the nicest humans.
Yeah.
You guys, his wife, Alicia, like, she's just so...
Salt of the earth, really.
Down to earth, and so, like, every time I go to the ALS Walk, she's like, oh, my God, I'm so happy to see you, or she's just... They're good people.
She puts the C in classy, for sure. Hey, I got a big Sunny announcement, too, before we jump into that weather.
What do you got?
Welcome to Island Prep School.
Yay, Island Prep!
Who is joining us from Sunny's List. That's so exciting. You know who sealed that deal was my niece, Taylor.
Yes.
Went and talked to Island Prep administration and to see like if she could help Sunny TV, and she loves Sunny St. John's morning show so much that they said yes to Taylor, and there they are on Sunny's List. So Island Prep is an incredible school in this town. Everybody knows to celebrate. It's the best private school that we have. I've been so proud of my niece's journey in this school because they teach kindness, they teach compassion, and I mean, we know all about schools. We know schools are banning books. This is a whole different kind of a story.
You know what I love about Island Prep?
Yeah.
They have multiple locations.
Yep, true story.
So if you live on the island, there's one for you. There's one down by my house in the shores.
Yeah, that's the preschool, and that's what we really want to shout out to.
Yeah.
So if you have some littles out there that you really want an extraordinary education,
Small class sizes,
Perfect.
customizable
perfect.
learning.
Yes, amazing, amazing, amazing. Big shout out to Island Prep. Excited to have you guys on board, and we're going to be a great partnership
Should
right
I tell
there.
them the other exciting news about Island Prep?
Yeah, do it.
David's sister is the principal of one of the locations.
Yes, she
So
is.
if you get in trouble, you're going to her office.
So let's not get in trouble and pivot over to this weather report.
All right, guys. Well, it's my maybe accurate. Yesterday I was accurate, so
Okay.
go me. Today
Mel, we got to get rid of this humidity, honey.
trying.
It's kicking my butt.
listen, your bud. You see this hair? It's like I got a dreadlock.
I know,
back
you're like
here.
Teresa
It's
Capullo, but
disastrous.
darker, yeah.
It's Wonderfully Wild Wednesday, guys. Warm. It's not going to be wet and whimsically wavy with waltzing wisps of wondering white clouds and whispering winds. That was a lot. Today is going to be about 84. Right now it feels about 82. In the shade, it's going to be about 83. So we still have a flood warning going on. And rip currents, guys, are still pretty
Yeah.
hardcore because there is a storm lurking out there, but it's going to do one of these away moves.
Thank
So that's
goodness.
good.
Thank goodness.
The cloud cover is going to be about 72%. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have the sun finally creeping out, drying up the ground. Winds are northeast at 17 miles an hour, and wind gusts are going to be about 35 miles an hour.
Hey, we got Caleb from Black Diamond Limousine.
Caleb, you were disqualified yesterday.
Yeah, tell him because he didn't see the show yesterday.
So Caleb, yes, I appreciate the effort you put into making your party bus into a dog, but that was disqualified because it had to be an actual real dog.
I thought it was cool. I was here for it.
It's like the Dumb and Dumber movie, that car that they drove around
The
in.
Shaggin' Wagon. Yeah.
Oh, God. So there's your weather report, my friends. But I also have a joke.
Oh, tell us a joke.
You
That's
ready?
fun and refreshing.
Where'd it go?
Oh, great.
Wait, hold on.
You want me to move on to the music report?
Yeah, go.
All right, let's do the music report while you're finding that joke. Strum it, drum it, hum it down, Sonnies. It's time for your local music report to make you proud on this Wednesday, October 8th. We got Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at noon. We got Smoke and Joe Shower at 1 o'clock at Tradewinds Lounge. Brooke Garwood, 2 o'clock at Bin 39. They always have the best musicians over at Bin 39. Carry the Day, 4 o'clock p.m. at the Guy Harvey Resort. Reggie Stare at 4:30 at the Milltop Tavern. Carpetbaggers, 5 o'clock at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Vinnie Jacobs, 5 o'clock at the Tides Oyster Company. Gary Douglas Campbell.
Big name.
Sounds like a serial killer.
Stop
Gary
it.
Douglas Campbell. Maybe we want to redo that name, buddy. Maybe go Gary D. Campbell. I don't know. 6 o'clock p.m. at OC White's. He's going to find me.
How about just Gary?
Yeah, right? Hey, you got to check out Ann O'Malley's tonight at 6 o'clock. There's a mystery guest. I love that she does that because you never know who's going to show up, which is pretty exciting. We love Ann O'Malley's. That's another great spot to check out. Stu Weaver at Taps Bar and Grill, 7:30. Where's Taps? I don't even know that one. Where's
I
Taps?
don't know.
TAPS Bar and Grill? Check it out.
Anybody know?
Michael McDermott, 8 o'clock p.m. at Cafe 11. Ooh, legendary. Sam Passetti, 9 o'clock p.m. at Stogie's. Super excited. Sam is an amazing performer. You know, he was trained by the legendary Gamble Rogers. So
Oh.
that's pretty exciting. Hey, Renee is not in studio today, but
Wait.
she did give us a laundry list of some great events
Yes.
to shout out, especially October 11th is, remember we talked about Cracker Day with the horses?
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
It does, with they're whipping around. This is down at the St. Johns County Fairgrounds. That's happening on October 11th. Check that out. Oh, you know what? The Elks, have you been to the Elks Lodge?
Not in a long time.
They're known for their karaoke nights, but the Elks Lodge is
that's
doing
right.
some incredible fundraising for some organizations in town. They're having a Halloween bash on October 11th. Also, we love them, Emma Concert Association. They have the extraordinary Voctive a cappella group hosted, of course, by Emma Concert Association. 7:30 p.m. at Lewis Auditorium this weekend. Show up and show out. I know there is a slew of tickets that still need to be sold. We usually sell these things out. So Sonny's, I'm telling you, this is an extraordinary concert to check out. It's Voctive a cappella. It's a really cool group, and they use their voices as instruments, and they're all in harmony. It's absolutely something really super special. So if it's a date night, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun? Go to dinner and then go see this
I'll
beautiful
go hear
concert.
this.
They
I
do
like to sing a cappella all the time.
absolutely flat and off key for me.
Yes,
That's
you
it.
guys should really hear me sing the intros to the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
They're very creative and very catchy.
One of the things that we love in town so much
Yes.
is the pumpkins at, which church is that?
It's at
Mel?
the First United Methodist Church on 118 King Street.
Yeah, and that's where all the pumpkins are surrounding that church. I love this church because if you buy a pumpkin, the money goes to their youth resources
Yes.
center. So that's pretty awesome too. Getting some enrichment for kids out there in a great environment. So yeah, check that out. Do you have a pumpkin? Are you getting pumpkins this year? What are you
No,
doing?
we don't usually do the pumpkins because we don't want trick-or-treaters because first of all, our neighborhood doesn't have many kids.
You don't do trick-or-treaters?
Well, because when they knock on the door, the dogs go crazy. And one year, let me tell you what happened one year. These people come to the house, and we turned the light off, which I thought was like the universal "don't knock on my door for candy."
Right.
Well, this little girl didn't listen, and I opened the door, and we had Shiva and Luna at the time. We didn't have Daisy. And Luna, when she does not like little kids.
Yeah.
They freak her out. They stress her out. So I opened the door. I was like, no, we don't have any candy. The mom's at the end of the freaking driveway. The kid opens the door, pushes the door, and starts coming in my house.
Whoa.
Luna's going buck wild. Jim picks her up. And I said to the mother, I said, your kid is coming in my house. You're lucky we're not crazy because we could have just snatched that child.
Right. Or the dog
Or
could have,
Luna could have bit her.
Right.
But here's the thing. The mother looks at me and goes, how dare you not have candy for kids on Halloween?
Really?
And so I told her to go, I said something not nice to her to go do to herself. So there's that. But like, what kind of people are you? There's no lights on. We have no decorations.
So you don't do Halloween at all? I mean, I when I was a kid, I always loved the houses that
When we
gave
were
like
kids,
the full-size
yeah.
candy bars. Sonny's, what kind of candy are you guys handing out this year? I've got to get some. I know right now is Amazon Prime Day,
Yeah.
so I've got to make my choice. I usually love to give out Tony's Chocolonely. I love.
What about the
that's my
people
favorite.
growing up that would give out the pennies? Did you have the penny people when you trick-or-treated? Or apples?
Apples, yeah. That was always like kind of, or some people would give toothbrushes.
Yeah,
which
I
is
don't
kinda
want that.
tongue-in-cheek.
We'd
You
all
want
be like,
candy, right?
We would say, don't go to his house. He's a dentist. Oh my God.
But the St. Augustine Greek Festival is also coming up, which is pretty cool. This is Saturday, October 11th and 12th. This is happening at Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church, which is over on County Road 214. This is a really, really cool thing. They'll have Greek food, which I love, right? You love some Greek food. You love
I do.
Do you say gyro or gyro?
Gyro.
Yeah, gyro is my hero. That's how I remember it. Pastries, live music and dancing. There's a Greek market that's kind of family-friendly vibes, which is kind of
Okay.
exciting. Also, they will have more in store, especially with the live music element. So you just never really truly know what's going to be happening at some of these festivals. But that's what makes these festivals kind of special, especially spectacle.
Where are we? What are
Sounds
we up
like a
to? We're
vegetable.
And October 18th, Volano Vibe, Russians Music Festival at the Volano Beach Main Street.
Yeah, I got to give a big shout out though too to Dracula
Oh, my
at the
God.
St. Augustine Ballet. This is a really fun one because they have a professional ballerina coming over from the west coast of Florida, which is pretty cool. I want to say she comes from Pensacola. I think I'm saying that right. But this is cool because the kids get a chance to be mentored
With a
by some of these
real
professionals. I kind of love how that story kind of goes there because that could really change and affect a kid's life, especially a dancer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you in like cheerleading? How did you get into cheerleading with Zone Cheer?
Well, I was a gymnast first, And then I had a friend who was a cheerleader, and in gymnastics, there's a lot of like tumbling passes on floor that you're not allowed to do because it's more regimented than cheer.
Right.
So in cheer, you could do all these crazy tumbling passes and everything. So my friend goes, and I got injured. So my friend goes, come to me with cheer practice. I said, cheer practice are just like gymnast rejects. Like that's what I thought. So I go, and I'm like, wait, I can throw like this
Gymnast
crazy.
rejects?
Yeah.
That's what you thought?
That's what like people that in the gymnastics world think of all-star cheerleader, like cheerleading. Addie's shaking her head. I'm not wrong.
Wow.
So I
look
go
at
to
that
this cheer
snark.
practice, and I'm like, this is crazy. And then that was it. The deal was sealed, and then I,
Did
cheered
you
and
like
all that.
cheer because it was like a faster pace, maybe?
What I like about cheerleading that gymnastics doesn't give you. In cheer, when you do a routine, the routine is 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the floor of like stunts, tumbling, dancing, motion. It's go, go, go. What I like about it is you're not out there by yourself. You have people and you're yelling for each other, and it's unlike gymnastics where it's just you on the balance beam or you on the different events on the floor. You have people out there with you. But the craziest part is coming from gymnastics, going to cheer when you go to a tumbling section.
Oh.
Because you're used to being on the floor by yourself. Now in cheer, when you're in a tumbling section, you're all going at the same time to different counts.
Right.
So it's like, holy crap, what's happening? But it definitely, I wouldn't have found cheerleading without gymnastics, actually.
When you just said that about the counts, I thought it was really, really cool because I went and took my.
Addie!
I want to give my gymnastics take.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Yes.
Yeah, go.
When it comes to the gymnastics side of it, it's funny that you like the group effort. That's cool. I'm the opposite. I don't want anyone to touch my craft. I don't want to worry about if Susie's gonna nail it or not.
Yeah,
it's all up
Right.
to me, and
Right.
I'm the one who's in control. And also, I think that to do cheer, that transition, you have to love floor, which actually is my least favorite event.
Floor and beam were my two best.
My
Were
best,
you at bars?
my best were bars and beam.
How you feel about vault?
I was fine at vault. It's technically my top scoring event, but bars was my favorite.
Okay. So that's
anyway,
interesting.
Yeah,
That's I just came out here
I
for
love
my
that.
random 2 cents.
That's what, but you know
Back
what's
to
so
the
cool?
booth.
I love that Addie understands, like when I make comments like that, like they call the cheerleaders were just like gymnast rejects. She's like agrees because she understands.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
is what they say. I mean,
It's
I can't
so
lie.
intense. Like, what was that show on Netflix? Was it called Cheer?
Oh my God,
I
Cheer.
liked it. I don't know
Well-
about you. I mean, I'm just a layman. I don't know, but
Here's what
I liked it.
The first season really showcased like when a team before comp has an injury and you have to redo everything and what it's like. You might lose your spot if you can't do your skills. Is that the first season of that show was amazing. The second season was all about like the different scandals that happened.
Right.
And it kind of, from that point on, was like, really? Like, showcase, there's so much negative that people will showcase as far as like, with the downside of sports in general. So like, why can't we just keep on the positive path and let people a little more into our world so they understand what like cheerleading actually is?
I always imagined that they couldn't do a show like that about gymnastics simply because
Without the,
it would always get somebody in trouble. There's
Correct.
zero results where someone isn't in trouble for something.
Right.
Honestly.
Very. I mean, obviously, there's been a lot, going on with the gymnastics world too. So interesting. Well, then let me ask you this before we pivot over to St. Benedict's Blues Festival. What do you guys think about Simone Biles? What do you think about her choice of mental health versus the sport? I didn't grow up that way. I was a suck it up buttercup
So
kind of
was-
group.
so was I.
What did you think of when she made that choice?
I was very opinionated about this at the beginning, and I was very upset that she would
Can we hear
take.
some of that opinion?
Yeah, well, I was about to say, I was upset that she would take the opportunity from someone else who's never gotten maybe the chance at all, ever,
right.
to go
There's
to the Olympics.
alternates. I was
There's
an alternate one year,
alternates.
and that
People
was
have
horrible.
worked
Yeah.
just as hard as her to get there too, and they haven't ever been there. So, like, I was a little bit like, really? Like, you're going to go step up and take that and then do this?
Right.
But after some reflection, I'm like, it does happen. You do get the spins. I think what hurt me about it was that when you realize that you're not going to be able to nail the biggest skill that you usually throw, usually in gymnastics you would pick a different skill.
Yeah, to
And you would
replace.
still compete, and you just have to try harder at something else. Maybe you have to add another dance combo. Maybe, there's something you can do. You don't give up because you're like, oh, I can't do my favorite best skill, so now I'm just not going to.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so that to me gave me a little bit of an attitude. I was like, this is not how we do gymnastics. That's a bit of
Yeah.
an attitude problem. In fact, I've made my level 10 compete a handstand on the beam when she got scared of her skill that day.
You
You're not
did,
going
you
to not
replaced.
compete. You're going to do something,
Right.
and it's on you what the results are.
That's the same thing with cheer. When there's a stunt group that the stunt is just not hitting, you water it down so they can still get out there and do it. You might take a hit on execution or quantity on your score sheet, but you got to do what these kids can do, and you got to be able to understand that. You know.
God, I think this is a fascinating conversation, guys. Thank you. I just always wondered like how it all goes down.
So what happens
and
in
what your thoughts.
swimming? When
Oh,
somebody
man.
like goes blank and they like all of a sudden, I don't know if is it equivalent? Like, do you get in the pool one day, you're like, I don't remember how to do the butterfly.
Sure. I mean, oh no, never
That
like
doesn't
that.
happen.
But I mean, there's definitely some mental.
Well, you can't, it's not like you can replace a
struggles.
skill though.
No. I mean, you choke. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, that's what happened to me at Olympic trials. I mean, that's, I was one of the favorites in 200-meter freestyle, and I was supposed to go. And what did I do? I got 8th, and that's not a place to go. So that sucked. Never forget that moment in my life. That's for sure. PTSD. But no, I mean, it's, you build. It sucks for these athletes. And in swimming, they have like the warm down pool. Like there's a main competition pool, then there's a warm down pool. But honestly, the rumor is like the warm down pool is made up of tears because it's just it's a pool of shattered dreams of people
that's awful.
that just didn't make it. I mean, literally, if I farted, I would have made it. And
Do
it was
you
just like,
think you could?
Jesus.
Do you think if you could, like, okay, for instance, Addie, if you needed to throw a skill right now, could you do it?
It depends on the skill.
Okay, David, if you had to get in a pool and do a butterfly or whatever the different strokes are called, and do it fast, could you still do it? You think your body remembers how to do that?
I'm sure you have muscle memory, but I don't think it's that. I mean, it's the amount of training that it took to get there.
Yeah, you can never get back to that level of athleticism that it requires to do
Like,
some of the
sometimes
things.
when I'm at the gym coaching, I'm like,
I
my
mean,
brain
you
is-
probably could.
No, my brain is like, you could still do a full, Mel, and then my body's like, screw that, girl.
Twisting is so hard now. I can still do a front full, but I literally
Damn,
like
Addie.
I can't do. I mean, on a tumble track. Don't
Yeah.
let me fool you there. I'm not even trying. I'm not trying to pee my pants on the tumble floor anymore. You know what I'm talking about. Mel knows.
Yes.
You
Well,
run
don't
and you
keep
punch, and
You
a little
always
bit
pee a
comes
little
out
when you tumble.
every
Absolutely.
time. Yeah.
Should we go do a swim lesson with David in the
No,
pool?
that is definitely a hard no.
I'm not good enough at breathing for swim
When I
lessons.
try to do the freestyle swim, and they're like, just lift your head, I try and I like drown.
1, 2,
I do the
3,
breaststroke.
over.
I try, but I don't know if it's, I don't know. I just stay out of the pool.
Well, let's pivot over to our great friends over at Epic Behavioral Health
Yes.
Care. They have Ancient City Kids Day coming up. I got to give a big shout out to this, especially for Teresa,
Absolutely.
who's pulling this together. And this is something that's been celebrated for many, many years in town.
It's a very cool event.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about it?
So it's on Francis Field, and it's free. The kids get passports. They're like these pieces of paper. They go to each of the vendors. They get a stamp. The vendors have it's kid-centric, so they have to have a game for kids, and there's like candy and face painting and all these different things. And then they take their sheet, their little passport, once it's all filled up, and they go get a free t-shirt or a goodie bag. There's food there. But the cool part about the food, you can take like a family of 5 and eat for less than $20 because it's priced for families.
It's
the
really,
food.
really cool, and I think it also gives the nonprofit sector in town
Oh, they're
an
all there.
opportunity to shine. So each of the tables will be a different nonprofit, so that the kids and the families have to go table to table with this passport and really kind of get a really good overview of the different services that we have in our community. I don't know. I mean, I do know. Every single week, I get somebody that says, "Wow, I didn't know we had that service
That's
in
true,
town."
yeah.
And it's events like this that really kind of shed a light on what benefits and opportunities. Look, we're all trying to pinch pennies these days. We're all needing these kinds of different services. But some of these services are even free. I mean, like what Epic provides,
Yeah,
mental health and counseling. And like, I really think this is beneficial to all concerned on this, right?
I do too. And I'll tell you what, like, a lot of people, when I worked at Epic and I would be at events, a lot of people wouldn't ask me questions. They would just walk past the table. I could see their eyes scanning the paperwork and the brochures, and then they would just grab one and walk away.
And that's
And
okay, right?
You just let them do that. You
'Cause
don't
sometimes
approach
you don't
them.
want to talk.
No, you don't approach them.
Right, but
You let
that's,
them
I
go.
think that's okay for them at least to take the information, right?
They want the information. It's there. They know how to do it. Now, Betty Griffin has these really cool makeup compacts.
Oh.
This is amazing. It's a two-sided mirror. You open the compact, and like if you're sitting next to me, you can't see, but there's an engraved part of the top mirror that says the emergency number for their emergency line and a care coordinator's name.
That's great.
So like if you're, so say I'm in that situation, because cell phones, people can see it. If I'm in that situation, you're sitting next to me, I'm just checking my makeup, and it's like, okay, you can get the number real fast. Then when you're away from that person, you can make that call or go to the locations.
That's cool.
I thought that was amazing.
I think that's a
they
really
partnered with Mary Kay. actually, to do
innovative.
that.
Oh wow, Mary Kay. God's sakes, do you remember Mary Kay from back in the
Do you
day?
remember the Mary Kay parties?
There's one lady in town that still
Still
has
does
the
it?
Mary Kay, like, I think you get a pink Cadillac or
Yes.
something if you sell a certain amount of money.
Oh
But
my
yeah, Mary
God.
Kay was the.
Mary Kay was the jam back in the day, and then we
Right?
found out it was really bad for your skin.
Well, I mean, they have a whole bunch of different products.
yeah, their makeup is, to be honest, their lipsticks are probably some of the best.
Yeah, and then there was Avon too, right?
Oh, Avon. Skin So Soft, the
God's
mosquitoes.
sakes, so good. So yeah,
Oh,
Ancient
God.
City Kids Day, October 25th. If you got some kiddos and you need to do something free 99, this is
Yes.
definitely a fun way to do it. And they make it really great for kids and approachable
Yes.
for families, especially if you need some services out there. Times are tough right now, so that's I think a good one.
And you know which one's next on the 25th, the same day?
What is it?
It is the Jailbreak 5K at the Old Jail and
That's
Old Town
right.
Trolley Tours. It's a benefit for investing in kids. And Sunny's, we have a Sunny team.
Yeah.
So
and
I-
a special Sunny T-shirt.
I will not be running, I will be walking, but I will be there probably with snacks and a hip pouch because, you know, that's a long way.
I
gotta
think
have
I'm
snacks.
probably going to do Halloween costume. I want to enter the Halloween costume contest because they're giving away up to $1,000 within prizes, and it's cold hard cash.
What?
It's not some dopey gift card. Not that I love a gift card, but I want cash, baby.
Wait.
Yeah. So
we are allowed to enter?
Yeah, we can enter because we bought a ticket, so why not? So I'm definitely going to enter this because I could use some cash right now.
Oh, I want to be a giant snack.
I think so. I think that we should rally as our little team. I know Ashim is probably going to be our athlete because she's the runner.
yeah, she actually runs.
Yeah, this could be super fun to get dressed up in our Halloween costumes and see if we can get something silly and maybe we could be giant suns or something.
Oh
like,
my God, Ashim is going to hold it down for us. And Ashim, I'll tell you this much, you better win. 'Cause we don't have losers on this show.
Well, I think Shashim will win.
Yeah,
'cause,
she
I mean,
will.
good.
Those
God
legs, girl.
bless. They're forever. So that's good. I also want to talk about the Blues Festival coming up too. This is exciting. The St. Benedict the Moor Blues Festival, aka the St. Benedict Blues Fest, is October 24th through the 26th. So it's a longer event, but this is really fun. Over in Lincolnville, which is downtown, which is on the south side of downtown. Friday the 24th, 25th, and 26th. Let me tell you a little bit about this lineup. So Friday, October 24th, starting at 4 o'clock, you got Ken Jensen Blues Ensemble. Then at 6, you got Duffy Bishop Band. And then at 8 o'clock, for a 2-hour set, they're going to do No Filter Blues Band. They are absolutely incredible. This is such an obscure blues festival that's been around for so long. But if you just love a good groove and like some good food and some good eats, this is definitely the festival for you. Saturday, October 25th, start again at 4 o'clock.
There's a lot on the 25th.
I know. There's then the Hitman Blues Band is going to be playing at 6 o'clock. Then my absolute favorite, and I will be here for this one, is 8 o'clock starts J.W. Gilmore and the Blues Authority. Honestly, that is the brother of blues in town, and it's just such a vibe. It's so good. Like, there is not a single person sitting down because you just want to move a little bit to the
love
music.
it.
It's such a good moment. Sunday, October 26th, there's
my
going to be...
anniversary.
Oh, that's so exciting. You can take Jimbo here if you want to, because there's a gospel and jazz section.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing
I like
better
a gospel choir.
than a gospel choir, especially the ones that we have in town. I know that on the ALS walk we have one
Yes.
too. It just lifts you up because everybody's in unison, everyone's coming together. But there's a morning mass service at 10 a.m., and then they'll finish off at around 3:30 with the Hot Club of St. Augustine, gypsy, jazz, and Django style. Super fun. The food is on point. The dessert tables are on point. There's a limited number of seating, so everyone's encouraged to bring their own lawn chairs or foldables. It's super fun. And the proceeds support the restoration and renovation of the St. Benedict the Moor Church, their rectory and mission property. Definitely go check that out. Get the blues of St. Augustine style, October 24th through the 26th.
Very
St.
cool.
Benedict the More. Thank you for the Totally St. Augustine. I
Yes,
am the
amazing.
volunteer correspondent of Totally St. Augustine. We love you, Renee. I hope you're having a lot of fun with your family.
Oh, and actually, don't forget on Halloween, on the 31st, there's Halloween on the Pesca rooftop at the Hyatt.
Oh, that's exciting. I think DJ Hugh is going to be there from Push Push Salon. It's a lot of fun.
Why does DJ Snack Pack never get hired anywhere to play?
Oh, because I think you're new on the circuit. You gotta
I need to work a
prove
little
your
harder.
love. I love it.
Yes, Debbie Gibson.
Speaking about proving your love, actually that was Taylor Dane. 13th annual Clays for a Cause. This is such a good one to lock in on. If you guys know anybody out there that loves to be a clay shooter, you could go out there with your team and raise some incredible dollars for some incredible organizations. Over the past 12 years, thanks to the incredible community support, this event has raised and donated more than $1.8 million to local nonprofits in need. This is extraordinary. And here's the big news. In 2025, they're going to eclipse the $2 million mark. I know our friends over at the Jimmy Jam Community Outreach are recipients of this. So exciting. This is more than just a clay shoot. It's a celebration of generosity, giving, and an impact that we can make and rally together. Registration has already opened up, so be ready to be a part of the history of this monumental event. Mel, talk about the impact over time.
So Impact Over Time, they highlight that Clays for a Cause has donated $1,857,000 to local nonprofits so far. Real dollars that are making a real difference. So the big milestone ahead, this is what they're trying to reach. They emphasize the excitement of reaching $2 million in total donations.
I know.
So let's do this, guys. Let's help them meet that mark. The event shows when it's what's possible when neighbors, businesses, and friends come together.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great foodie event too. There's also some incredible raffles. This is an awesome idea. And if there's any nonprofits out there that are looking for some raffle ideas, you can take this and run with it. They get a giant like cooler, either Igloo or Yeti that's donated, and then each of their board members they buy a bottle of booze and they fill it
so
up.
cool.
It's full of all different types of whiskeys and vodkas
expensive
and
ones.
tequilas all over.
That's a
and then
cool
they
idea.
raffle it off. Honestly, whoever wins that it's totally a super cool prize.
Let me tell you this. That's an amazing idea.
It's an amazing
this
idea.
clay shooting thing, let me tell you. A little fun fact about Mel. I love shooting guns, and I'm actually pretty good at it.
Really?
Yeah, so Jim's friend
Do you
took
have,
us-
what do they call a slow hand?
No,
An easy
I don't know really.
touch?
No, that's not me. So we went to the shooting range. One of Jim's friends is a member of a
Gun
place.
range, yeah.
Thank you. So we go, and I was shooting these guns. So my husband's trying to help me with the handgun. I said, I can't learn from you. So his friend comes over, and I was shooting a Glock and then a 9mm. And I'll tell you what, I hit the target. Right in the center.
Whoa, that's
Yep,
great.
I hit 2 targets, and then he had a target of like a person. I'm not going to say the person's name, but and I shot it right here between the eyes.
Oh
so
my.
I actually
a great
I've
thing to
never
brag
done
about.
like clay shooting.
Okay.
So I think I might want to try
That's
this.
where they like go 4 and
pull. No, 4 is
it's
golf.
pull. It's all the same
They say
to me.
pull, and they pull the thing, and the clay disc flies. I want to do this and maybe enter. Can you imagine if I won the whole thing?
I mean, good.
Sunny TV, clay shooting champs.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I know what's really cool is in the South Branch Library is doing a really fun moment. This Friday, October 10th from 2 to 4, Lizzie Lively is an artist, and she's leading creative hands-on workshop where you can design a book cover. Remember when we used to wrap books in school? Did you have to do that? We had to, we would do
With the paper bags.
Paper bags, right?
And you would draw on it.
I made the absolute egregious mistake one year I thought I would be funny and do comics from the newspaper.
But it gets all over your hand.
It was all over my hands. It was horrible. So Lizzie is going to lead this moment here. All materials will be provided, so bring your ideas, your vibe, and maybe the best scissors and snipping skills. Whether it's butterflies, classic cars, or cats with attitude, you'll leave
really
with
cool.
artwork that tells your story in the most colorful way. This is the Southeast Branch Library. We absolutely adore them over there.
Instagram is hilarious.
Yeah, they are a really
So
fun follow.
funny.
And we're going to have Alex Barr coming in with Epic Behavioral Healthcare, talking about Ancient City Kids Day. There's a little partnership there, so that's going to be exciting to talk about. All right, let's get into the news, shall we?
Yes.
Actually, let's
Mayor's
go.
Creative.
let's go to a commercial with Maritime Creative and Flashes.
I
and
keep
Brilliance.
pushing the paper out.
Maritime vibe check.
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative. They set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
Need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account.
So let's dive into the wonderful world of homeschooling. This is an interesting article. Ponte Vedra just sketched out a $3.5 million plot twist. A homeschool co-op wants to turn 5 acres on Roscoe Boulevard into the Hogwarts of homeschoolers.
there's 5 acres left over there?
Yeah, there really is. Complete with 3 shiny new school barns, classrooms for 500 kids, and probably enough glue sticks to build a second campus. Right now, they're squeezed into a church basement, but these sisters behind the plan are dreaming big. From Bible study to coding classes, theater, music, you name it. And let's be real, whether you call it a co-op, a campus, or the most expensive group project ever, this is a sign that alternative education isn't just booming, it's booming with a capital B.
This is amazing. So the Ponte Vedra Christian Co-op, PVCC, founded by sisters Renee Woods and Angelique Newman, they're pushing to expand beyond their current space. So with this being able to hold 3 school barns, 13,000 square feet total, it can serve up to 500 students. Because co-ops and homeschooling, guys, it's becoming huge.
Do you have a lot of kids at the Zone Cheer? Are any of them homeschooled?
We have quite a few, actually.
What's that like?
do. I ask them questions all the time.
Do you think that they're losing that socialization though? Like I feel like with the co-op that means that they still have like neighborhood kids that they go
Absolutely.
to. But I'm just kind of curious in this conversation, like what are the benefits? What's the pros? What's the cons on homeschooling? What's your opinion?
So when I talk to the kids at the gym that are homeschooled, because I have such like a curiosity about this, because that was not a thing. You only had to do homeschool if you got expelled from school back in my day, right?
Okay.
So I asked them, I'm like, do you miss being in class with like all the kids? They're like, no, because I have Zone Cheer and I do like I hang out with some of my friends that still go to regular school. I said, okay, what do you like about it? I like that I have more like free reign on what I do. Like it's more of like learn as you go. So if they're very smart and they can move quickly, they do. But some of them are like, I had to leave regular school because it was too much, like bullying cases. And the biggest complaint I hear from the kids at the gym all across the age groups, the teachers don't really teach like they used to. And they'll ask their teachers for help, like, I need help with math. And
because there's so many kids in these classrooms.
And the demands are getting so high for these teachers that they can't zero in on doing what they need to do. And they're like, my math teacher, she told me just to Google the answers. And I'm like, but my whole thing is the strain that's put on teachers. It's showing that they're not having the time to really dive into what they love to do, why they became teachers. But the homeschool kids, some of them like it. Some of them are like, well, my mom just works a lot, so she couldn't get me to and from school because they don't live in a bus
route. Do you think they're like social misfits, though? That's what I kind of worry about.
Some of them.
I mean, they're really kind of...
I went to private school.
Yeah.
Are we talking homeschool or private school?
Like, what's your opinion?
And then I did homeschool halfway in high
Oh,
school.
can you talk a little bit about it?
In high school, I did the part-time homeschool where I went to class for like 2 classes because I didn't want to teach myself chemistry.
Oh, no.
And then I went home for the rest of my classes because I did gymnastics so many hours a day.
Oh, so you can do part-time.
Yeah.
That's even
I mean, you
worse.
have to get a special permission, and usually it's only granted if you have proof that you're doing a sport or something.
Yeah.
Like there's a good reason,
Okay,
basically.
so I could miss spelling class in like 5th grade because we had to train. I had to go to training up in Wilmington,
Yes.
Delaware, so that was hard. So that's kind of similar
Yeah.
to. Okay.
But what was cool about it was I was, like you're saying, I was kind of a quicker learner on the Florida virtual whatever online homeschool system. So I was able to actually get my
look
high
ahead.
school. I graduated high school basically at the time of a sophomore, and I was able to start college classes at junior year of high
Dual
school.
enrollment stuff is so cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is
That's
that
really
all
cool.
about? What's dual enrollment?
They can take college classes at St. John's River State College.
Yes, I
and get
literally
college
didn't go to
credit.
high school anymore. By senior year, I just went to the college, and I
get an
took
AA.
just like college classes work. I only had class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or on Tuesday, Thursday,
So
different
what was
classes.
that like for you mentally? I mean, you were hanging out with college kids,
I've
so-
never really got along with people my age
Right,
that
true.
well, honestly. So it made a lot of sense to me, and I never understood public school. Like I went from private school where you're a very close-knit group of people that all have really unique traits and all of you really understand and accept each other for your uniqueness. And then I got dropped off in this crazy public school land where everyone's so like not able to even just look past the most simple things. Like
Yeah.
everyone just judges each other. They just treat each other like crap. It's
Right, right.
crazy to me. It was such a crazy polar difference. I was like, I do not need to be here. This is unnecessary to anyone's life. The fact that every single child has to go through that is ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
not important to life. I am a huge promoter of homeschool. Get the kids out of these weird cultural circles where like you don't know who they're talking to in there.
Right.
It's crazy in there. Anyway, I had a great experience getting out of there and getting to go start college. And then when I actually started college, I was able to start with an AA, basically.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
they didn't have that.
No.
I wish they would have had dual enrollment. I may have done
Would
better
that
in
have
school
changed?
then.
Would that have changed your trajectory in education?
Yeah, I probably would have done better.
Hmm.
You know.
Oh, you guys want Scandal?
Yeah, I love a look. I live in the Bravo verse, the Bravo universe.
I have
so
one.
give me a scandal.
I have a scandal for you guys.
What you got? What you
Let
got?
me
What you
spill
got?
the tea. Let me give you the TLDR.
Is it hot?
This one's bold. This one's big. Okay, clutch your pearls, Mel. This one reads like a Lifetime movie that nobody asked for. Picture it. A local youth football coach turned whistleblower who once wore the cape of protector of the children suddenly staring in a scandal that could make the tabloids blush. This dude wasn't just calling out dangerous tackles, he was tackling dangerous choices in his personal life. He had an affair at the gym
Oh.
with a married woman.
Okay.
Ooh, honey.
That's like that page I'm in.
But this dirtbag decided to record their sexual relationships. And so then he could use it as blackmail, right? When she tried to break up with him. Can you imagine?
I think I heard about this the other day on the televisions.
Can you imagine, you guys? This is so bad. So how do we wrap our heads around someone who can stand so tall as a as the
Football
principal
coach.
person in the football coach? Thank you. This is really crazy, though, right? Let me pull up the story while you talk about it.
Okay, so guys, he drew attention previously for pulling his youth football team off the field mid-game, citing unsafe helmet.
Yeah, so like he was going on
was
the
making a
guise of
big
like he's
to-do.
one for the children and like
Yeah.
everyone lifted him up and it was all great, but he was doing the things with this married one. I love how like we roast the guy, but we never talk about how the woman was married too. Yeah,
Correct.
they never really kind of did anything with
So
her.
he faces multiple felony charges, and his bond is set at $127,500.
The pair began a consensual sexual relationship that deteriorated months later when the woman sought to end the affair, according to the court documents. The victim, whose name we're going to withhold, told investigators that this dude began threatening to expose their trysts together, her husband and others, as she tried to sever the ties. Unbelievable. The guy, he's quoted, he's like, I'm going to go nuclear on this and tell everybody what you did. And then he allegedly sent the videos of their encounters to a friend of a woman and posted harassing messages on her social media accounts, apparently. She then said she was unaware that he had been recording the time of these encounters at the dude's home, and he never consented to any of them being recorded. Or no, she never consented to any of them being recorded. Several videos and photos appear to have been taken by hidden or strategically placed cameras, including one in the bedroom, according to court documents. But during a controlled phone call arranged by law enforcement, the dude allegedly acknowledged sending graphic material to a third party and made several incriminating statements. Why are people filming themselves having fun?
Okay, but here's my question.
Why?
So now when you're married to someone or you're dating someone, you have to like be aware where their phone is? No. How about this?
This is why I
The
don't
truth
sleep with
always
anybody.
comes out.
This is why I just don't do it.
And
because
this is why it's important to be in pages called Are We Dating the Same Man?
oh, that is true.
No, but all like jokes aside, like at the end of the day, I haven't said that all week actually. At the end of the day, he's like, oh, well, you want to break up with me? Screw you. I'm going to tell everyone what you did. That's like the worst sportsmanship ever.
How about
football
this
coach.
statement, Mel?
Go away.
This dude suggested that he held a high military rank that would shield him from prosecution.
It's not how that works, bro.
And he now faces multiple felonies, and his bond is set for $127,000, and the case is still ongoing. Anyone with information on this, you can always report it to the St. Johns County
You
Sheriff's
got
Office.
dumped, bro. You got dumped.
Let
Let it go.
He got butt sore.
Yeah, he got his feelings hurt and your ego bruised. Well, bye.
And that's small PP
Enough.
energy. Small PP energy. Yep. All right.
You know
Talking about big things. We're gonna get to Old Town
Yes.
Trolley.
I was just about to say the same thing. Jinx.
Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com.
Big news for Chi-Chi's lovers.
Yummy, yummy.
And I'm not talking about the boobies, because honestly, in Spanish, Chi-Chis mean boobies, which always cracked me up about this restaurant. But this restaurant that we all grew up with and loved because of why? The fried ice cream.
Yes, and you can buy the Chi-Chi salsa at Publix. It's jarred. It's not the same, but it's still like good.
Or you can go to St. Louis Park in Minnesota.
We're
After
going.
more than 20 years of silence, this comeback isn't just about chips and queso. It's about resurrection, legacy, and whether your appetite or for nostalgia is stronger than the ghosts of past failures. Here's the kicker. The opening day is fully booked. Folks were lined up. Reservations were crazy. Chi-Chi's is serving more than tortillas. They're serving a statement. Sometimes brands can make a comeback, and I kind of like this. They had a big falling out. I wonder what it was. Oh, hepatitis A.
Yep,
Remember
it
that
ruined
back
it.
in the 2000s, early 2000s, right? And so that kind of like killed the restaurant vibe completely. But I love that it's making a comeback.
I do. Guys, do you know Chi-Chi's was originally founded in Minnesota? So
I did
that's
not.
Why, yeah,
that's so random.
That's why they're opening it back up. It was founded in 1975 by Marino McDermott and Max McGee, and it once held over 200 locations.
I remember, yeah. That's crazy. The revival is tied to family legacy. The son of the founder has secured permission to relaunch physical locations. The demand is high.
Yes.
New Chi-Chi's is reported to be booked solid for months after opening. You guys, I've got to ask
Can they
you,
open one here?
yeah, that would be fun. What do you think this says about resurrection of restaurants?
I think it's the nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's Chi-Chi's and all that was a time period where it was like that. I think it showcases that people miss those time periods. in
Yeah,
their
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like, think about it. Chi-Chi's, you go
What
for the
is a
salsa.
restaurant that that closed down that you wish that came back?
What's the Uno one?
Pizzeria Uno?
Yeah, that place was good.
That resurrected. That is interesting.
But I also like Schlotsky's Deli.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one. Oh, what was that one in Jack's Beach? The kosher deli.
They had the Black and White Deli on the island. That place closed, and I was so sad.
Can't remember. There's so many restaurants that closed
Yeah.
up, and it's just like.
What
oh,
about
man.
you, Sonny's? What's a restaurant that closed
Yeah,
that you wish would reopen?
that could come back.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I
We
mean,
can-
there's been a laundry list. I mean, especially during the time of COVID, right? A lot of them, fell apart. So interesting. Hot Shot Bakery Cafe is one that's on this list. Gypsy Cab recently closed
Oh, yeah.
down, right?
That
Now Purple Olive
dressing.
is taking
Oh,
over it.
man.
Yeah, people love that dressing. I
like it.
thought
I
was kinda
love it.
mid. All right. Moving over before somebody comes after me.
I'm gonna come for
Addie sent this over. Very interesting story. Sometimes disaster teaches us that what we ignored. After 2023 wildfire in Lahaina, Maui, in ashes. Remember this?
Yes.
Some homes survive not by luck but by design. The secret weapon is a defensible space. Cleared buffers, fire-resistant materials, and communities working like firefighters were already in place. This isn't about waiting for rescue. It's about preparing your home and neighborhood so embers can't win before the flames even start. The real question is, are we brave enough to build with foresight before the next blaze becomes a headline?
So defensible spaces, it means creating, maintaining buffer zones around structures free of combustible vegetation and debris. This is pretty interesting.
Yeah, like old branches, old trees. I mean, I'm guilty here. I pretty much live in the jungle, but like, but if you clear out that debris, your home is going to be less susceptible to be burned down. But I also love that these, what was it called? The fire-resistant materials. I find that really fascinating. So Addie sent over this article, and in the article you can see like all of the homes around this like cul-de-sac, and then there's one home still glowing in all its glory, and nothing happened to it. Is this something that we need to look at for when we're building homes?
Because and you can't completely like fireproof your house.
And what does that do to the price of the home?
It's going to go up.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and they do have insulation that is supposed to be fire resistant, but at the end of the day, if a fire's coming through, whatever. But I do think this is kind of where we need to go. We need to look at these things like hurricane proofing your home. You can only do so much. That's why in South Florida, there's one house, an architect built it, and it's built more like an octagon because when the wind comes, it will pass over it instead of blowing into it. It has something to do with like the way the wind flows. I think these people are very smart, but however, the pricing on these things is going to be ridiculous.
Not if you work with great expectations.
Yes.
I love it. They do the best.
That's a perfect segue.
People are looking for a company. I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
Send me the email, Anna. Send me the email. I'll be happy to talk to the fire marshal. All right, let's move through. Hey Girl, Hey horoscopes. Speaking about Inheritance Collective, you got to check them out on socials. They have a very cool charm bracelet story going on right now. I love it.
I saw that this morning.
Let's give it in for Libra and Scorpio today. I'm on deck and Addie's on deck. So Libra, this week you are living vogue, spread symmetry, beauty, and a touch of whimsy. Balance is your supermodel stride. Your style oracle says Valentino's romantic flowy gowns found at Moo Moo Vintage are absolutely daring your life to a next level. Cosmic commands say yes to beauty and no to chaos. Your power accessory is a rose gold cuff watch.
Oh, pretty.
Time has never looked so chic. Your quote is, life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. Yes.
Love it.
Love it. Scorpio, this is me. Your vibe this week is Givenchy Gothic Glam. I love it. Mysterious, powerful, and drop-dead mesmerizing. People can't look away, and they shouldn't. Givenchy Haute Couture Black Lace. Seduce the universe with silence, then strike it with your power. Your power accessories are boots so sharp that they count as a weapon. Your quote is, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Marianne Williamson.
Okay,
Very nice.
It is time for our Wednesday Wild playlist with DJ Snack Pack.
Wet and Wild.
And Janis Joplin with Piece of My Heart. I can't
Take
sing like
another
this.
little piece of my heart now, baby. Oh, it's a great song.
One of my favorites, my Blondie. Call me.
Call me.
Call me anytime.
Anytime. Call me.
Call me. And Heart. Barracuda.
Ooh, Barracuda. That's a great
Stevie
song.
Nicks, The Age of 17. How many of us have messed up the words to this song?
Oh, it's so good. I
So
love it.
good.
That's so much fun.
And Miss Alanis Morissette, this song turned what, 42 today?
Oh my God. You
I
ought to know
that I'm here. Yes.
That's so good.
There we go,
All right,
friends.
I'm gonna get through this one because it's super funny, and I cannot wait to tell you this sunshine
All right, what you
shenanigans
got?
story. This is the vodka Valentine story. Okay, sharpen your glasses, Sonnies, because vodka glasses, that is, because this next tale is straight out of Stupid Criminal Hall
Oh,
of Fame.
I love stupid criminals.
Our leading man, a Scottish shoplifter, his crime, pinching a single bottle of vodka from a liquor
Oh, so
store.
stealing.
Okay? Yeah, he stole a bottle. But here's where the plot thickens faster than a bad cocktail. In his haze of criminal romance, he decided that it was a perfect moment to find love. Okay? So what does he do? He hands the clerk his name and phone number, asking her out on a date while literally stealing from her store. Forget the fingerprints, forget the DNA. This man practically left
He
the
said,
police
here's my address, girl. Send them to my
a
house.
save the date card. They didn't need a magnifying glass or just a smartphone, so moron
Oh my God.
left his contact information so that the police head over to his home. I hope he had some of all that vodka because he's going to go away for that one. What a stupid
Guys,
idiot.
that is, I'm sorry, that's pure freaking gold right there.
That's
the internet
called-
is interneting. You cannot make this shit up.
Dopey McDopey, which
Oh, my God.
pivoting over to this dopey snack. What
Oh,
is
God,
this?
here we go. Snack attack throwback. Del Monte's bubblegum pudding.
Yes.
Ew. So let's take a trip back to neon-soaked aisles of your early 90s. Okay?
Yeah.
When slap bracelets, every kid wanted a talk boy, and snack companies were fighting in what they now call the Great Pudding Cup Wars.
It was a big one. Yeah, they were
Snack
going
pack.
back and forth. So Del Monte said what?
Del Monte said that they thought they were going to be the game-changing flavor. They said, we're going to do kids love bubblegum and kids love puddings. Let's put them together and call it bubblegum pudding.
I'm glad that didn't take off.
It lost its flavor in 30 seconds, guys. The CEO was convinced bubblegum was going to be the hot snack of the decade.
Ugh, gross.
So it ran for only from 1991 to 92, but thank God it's gone, so I don't have to say, Alexa, skip.
Oh, that was just not a good idea, Del Monte. You need to go back to the.
Go to the cocktail
taste
fruit,
testers,
the fruit
right?
cocktail cups.
All right, Sonnies, we turned up the glow, we sparkled the joy, and reminded everyone that your light is the kind to set the whole world on fire. So big thanks for Renee for sending in that list today. So we covered some incredible events.
Yes.
But Mel, what do we got at 3 o'clock today?
At 3 o'clock, oh my God, you guys, afternoon delight. Addie's Reddit rundown, meme it or leave it, the quiz that Addie's killing, and one of my
Smash,
favorites,
Mary Goes.
Smash, Mary Goes.
So excited. But we got to say thanks to these incredible sponsors like the Bailey Group, Steve Chapman's All-American Air, Maritime Creative, Flashes and Brilliance,
Limelight Theater, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Old Town Trolley,
About Face, Zone Cheer, the St. Augustine Pirate Museum,
Historical Colonial Tour Experience, Emma Concerts Association, Bin 39, Panache, and a Capybara Cafe.
We'll see you at 3 o'clock, Sonnies. We love you so much. Bye, Booze.
Bye, guys.